Hello and welcome to the news. Coming up today, newborn baby tests positive for coronavirus in London. Who joins in criticism of the UK's herd immunity plan as government accused of playing catch-up after abrupt U-turn on mass gatherings? Find out soon. First of all, if you are a big Stranger Things fan, Stranger Things Season 4 shuts down because of coronavirus. More than 1,700 American citizens has now been tested positive for the illness and 41 have died, which has led Netflix to halt production on all its scripted TV shows and films currently being prepped in both US and Canada. The fourth season of its hit show, which is currently a pre-production stage, is streaming service's highest profile delay yet. And how is the coronavirus hitting the entertainment industry? Well, let me get to that in a moment. Okay. So, quick fact before we go on to the industry of acting and coronavirus. Tom Hanks and his wife have got the coronavirus. I just can't believe it. I mean, it's Tom Hanks. But, oh well. Anyway, the COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak, which was first identified in China in December, has had sweeping effects in the public health, business and travel sectors, among others. And while the repercussions for the entertainment industry may seem to pale in the comparison to clear the threat the virus poses to human life, the ripple effects do have implications for people around the world who make a living producing and disturbing movies, music, and more. The immense and lucrative Chinese film industry was hit almost immediately as movie theatres across the country were closed and major releases were delayed. Hollywood soon began to feel the effects too. As time passes, the impact of the coronavirus on the global film and entertainment industries will certainly grow. And why is the UK not shutting schools like other countries? Well, we've got the answer right here. Many countries are taking tough measures to crack down on the spread of the coronavirus, including school closures, an end to mass gatherings and several travel restrictions. But the UK has adopted relatively, never could say that word, modest control measures. The differences can be partly explained by the fact some of these UK countries are further into their epidemics, but it's clear the UK has adopted a more nuanced approach. Sir Patrick Vallance, the UK government's chief scientific advisor and chief medical officer, Professor Chris Whitty, have made the judgment call that it is soon to impose several restrictions at this stage. Anyway, let's move on. Other on the news, newborn baby tests positive for coronavirus in London, which leaves it the youngest victim of COVID-19. Child's mother, who was taken to hospital days before birth with suspected pneumonia, also has the virus. And the mother tested positive at North Middlesex Hospital in Enfield, I believe, with the results coming through after the birth. Minutes after the birth, the baby was tested for COVID-19. The NHS Trust has confirmed that 2 patients tested positive for coronavirus, with staff in close contact with them during treatment now being advised to self-isolate. It is not known whether the child contracted the disease in the womb or was infected during birth. The Sun, which first revealed the case, reported that the baby was still being treated at the hospital, but the mother has been transferred to a specialist infections hospital. Anyway, moving away from all the worries, it was Friday the 13th yesterday, and was there anything bad? I don't know, But not everything is bad on Friday the 13th. 13 things that happened on Friday the 13th. That is actually good, apparently. I will read out some of these to you now. So, traditionally Friday the 13th is considered to be a cursed date, but it doesn't have to be. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed an executive order preventing gender discrimination in the government on October 13th, 1967. The first scientifically recognized dinosaur eggs were discovered on July 13th, 1923. Some celebrities, including Steve Buscemi, and the Osland twins, were born on Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th has a long history of freaking people out. When this day rolls around, people buy less stuff and travel less frequently. In fact, the global economy is estimated to lose as much 800 million every time a Friday lands on the 13th. However, it's been proven that by the Dutch Centre for Insurance Statistics that Friday the 13th is actually statistically safer than other Fridays. There are few accidents and reports on fire and theft on these days. If that didn't convince you, keep scrolling. Oh gosh. Moving on, appeal to find missing pensioner who boarded train to Manchester Airport last night. No one knows where he's gone and no one knows where he is. Could he be? Don't want to say the word. Police in Cumbria are appealing for help to find the missing pensioner who was last seen boarding a train to Manchester Airport. John Lindsay, who is 78, was reported missing earlier yesterday, for you guys, for us. Never mind. The 78-year-old from Barrow is said to have boarded a train at Barrow train station at 11:46 p.m. The train was heading to Manchester Airport. Officers say they are becoming increasingly concerned for Mr. Lindsay's welfare. Family and friends have also shared appeals on social media. The pensioner is described as white, around 5 feet and 10 inches tall, of stocky build with a short grey hair. He was last seen wearing a brown leather jacket, pale blue trousers and a denim shirt. He has 2 hats with him, one large brimmed hat, the other described as being a furry hat. Mr. Lindsay had also had with him a black case on wheels which had an aqua-coloured small plastic bag tied around the handle. Cumbria police said anyone who has seen John or know where he might be is asked to call police on 101. Anyway, the weather. Saturday till Saturday next week. This Saturday it will be around about 13 degrees to 9 degrees wherever you are. Sunday 11 to 3 degrees. Monday 12 to 4 degrees. Tuesday 16 to 7 degrees. Wednesday 16 to 7 degrees. Thursday 13 to 3 degrees. Friday 10 degrees to 2 degrees. And Saturday 9 degrees till 2 degrees. Hopefully England will get sunnier and sunnier, but who knows? Scientists will probably get it right one day. Other news, Night 4 has dropped 2 songs, Vibe and Dream. You can go and listen to them now on his YouTube channel. They are both epic. And to keep yourself safe from COVID-19, the coronavirus, wash your hands for 20 seconds, scrub in and out your fingers, and you will just be fine. Anyway, my name is James. Thank you for listening to this YouTube news, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.